In this training module, you'll be learning about the live 2D map and how it can help you understand where you are, where your objective is, and how you can change the path of the train to get to the right place. Under normal circumstances, the driver has little, if anything, to do with where a train is going. It's all handled centrally by a signaling center or dispatcher. Within yards and depots, however, you will find that these are often managed by the crew of the train directly. That means you. You can tell whether a junction is manual or automatic by looking at it. If it has no big lever, then it's automatic and you can't influence it. If it does, then interacting with that lever will change the junction. For this module, you'll take this class 323 from the siding here next to the main loops and set all the junctions yourself to direct the train to the switch lines, and then change ends and repeat the process to bring the train into the depot. Your destination has been set over in the switch lines on the far west of the training center. Use the map to follow the path from the train to the destination and change all the junctions you need to get there. If you make a mistake and go the wrong way, you can go back and try to correct it. If you're not ready for that, just restart the module and try again.
All helpful stuff to know. Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Jay Sims and welcome back to the Training Center on Train Sim World 5. We are taking our first look at Train Sim World 5. This is a true first look because I've never played any Train Sim games before. So we are setting the train up for operation. Day off. Now we're ready to go. Alright, so we have to go to the indicated spot, which is, I believe, over there somewhere. Alright, let's get this train moving. And then stop at location. We got 1.5 miles to go, so I'm going to get some speed built up. This is the second time I've done this one. Emergency bypass isolation. I think this is all the safety stuff. Well, like I said, this is the second time I did this one. The first time I actually crashed into the building and couldn't get out. So, oh, it's only 35. Shit, I should probably slow down. DVS, AWS, and TP. Which I haven't been able to find yet. I'm not entirely sure where all that stuff is. They don't tell you either, so. Alright. Get our speed built back up here a little bit. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos on this game. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed. Some of the trains that these guys have out there are just really, really impressive. I saw YouTuber take a 2-mile-long freight train through California in the mountains. That was pretty impressive. Still unsure as to whether or not I would purchase this game. Anyone has an interest in watching me play this game on a regular basis, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to help the channel out, leave a comment, your thoughts, any tips you might have. If you want to follow along, subscribe. That will definitely help the channel out. Alright, so we can stop here. We've reached our destination.
You've made it to the first destination. Go ahead and change ends in the train, and you can try one more time for practice.
Alrighty, I can do that, I guess. Change ends in the train. Off. On. Yeah, we're off. Take the key. Power brake handle off. Change cabs. All right, let's go. Try not to hit the building this time. We close the door. All right, all right, all right. Get this thing all set up here. Off. Forward. Tail lights off. Headlights on. Stay ahead. Close the door. Down in the seat. And we are ready to go.
Once again, use the map to adjust the junctions between your train and the destination. Where the black lines on the 2D map aren't aligned with the blue path, change the junction.
Which I think they
When
are.
you're ready, get moving.
Ooh. Oh. Do I get rid of that? Yeah, they're all set up ready for me. So that's a good thing. Whoops. Slow down a little bit. I was walking around the cab looking for stuff. Like that safety systems and all that. Oh, there we are, coming up on it now. Better slow down. I was walking around looking for stuff, like that safety stuff, and didn't realize I was going like 80 miles an hour. Slammed right into the building. Doing a little better this time. There we go.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
Well, sweet. We went forward and we went backwards. There's my speed. Distance driven, I got speeding penalty. Okay. I recommend their game. Diesel introduction. That sounds like fun. We'll just make our way through, I don't know how many of these there are or what you can do after that, but I'm going to play through them all. At least until I get sick of...
In this training module, you're going to learn to drive a diesel-electric locomotive and how the controls differ from a multiple unit. This is a BR Class 66 diesel-electric locomotive typically used for freight operations in the United Kingdom. In some trains, it is first necessary to insert the reverser handle. We need to do that on this one.
All right. Oh, that's a throttle. Reverser handle.
We want to move the train forwards, so move the reverser in that direction.
Forward. There we go.
The train brake on the Class 66 uses a sprung lever. Holding it one way will gradually release the brakes until you release the lever. Holding it the other will gradually apply the brakes. You need to keep an eye on the two brake gauges in front of you. The larger one in the middle is the brake pipe. The outside needle shows the target pressure and the inside needle shows the actual pressure. When you apply or release the brakes, the outer needle moves and the onboard control systems will begin to adjust the brakes to match your setting. You can make a change to the brakes and focus on the road ahead while the system works to match the pressure you've set.
Oh.
The second gauge of note is the brake cylinder gauge, which is the second from the left. This tells you exactly what is happening with the brakes on the two sets of wheels on the locomotive. If the needles are raised to a V shape, that means they are fully applied. When the needles are both pointing directly down, the brakes on the locomotive will be fully released.
Okay.
You can learn more about braking systems elsewhere in the training center. But for now, you just need to remember that you are directly controlling the outer needle on the brake pipe gauge and that the end result is shown on the brake cylinder gauge. Keep the brake control in release until you can see the brake pipe control needle is reading 5 bar, pointing upwards. This will release the brakes fully. Watch the brake cylinder gauge to see it gradually reduce to 0.0. Needles pointing downwards, which tells you that the brakes are now fully released on the locomotive and you can move the train. It's important to note that the brake cylinder gauge is only telling you what's happening on your locomotive. If you have wagons attached, they can take a little longer to release, so if the train doesn't move immediately, don't worry.
You can imagine a heavy-ass train.
Apply some throttle to get the train moving. As you apply power, notice the ammeter rising, the gauge on the right-hand side with the colored sections. This is the amount of power being fed into the traction motors. Try to keep it in the green section, only briefly in the yellow, and avoid the red section to avoid damaging your traction motors. Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to 0. The train will then coast on level ground and the train will only slow down very gradually.
Up at location, switch to line 5. We got 700 meters. Horn. Neat. There's the horn. What's this? Speed control. Is that like a cruise control? Alright, we're getting kind of close here, so...
That's far enough. Bring this train to a complete stop by holding the brake control in the apply state until you see the brake pipe control needle in the center of your cab desk showing about 4 bar. The amount of braking you'll need to apply also varies depending on whether you're going uphill or downhill and how heavy your train is. Stopping a train is one of the biggest challenges of controlling it, particularly stopping it in the right place.
Okay.
You'll get better at this with practice.
I think we did.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can
Cool.
come back to it at any time via the training center.
Now know how to drive a diesel locomotive. Continue. Locomotives. Changing ends. Sitting driver mode. Right, here we are.
In this training module, you'll be learning about changing ends with a locomotive. Many types of locomotives have 2 cabs in order to make them as versatile as possible.
We have 1 cab. Guess we have to go
While
get
the cabs
second
are
one.
often virtually identical, they are often referred to as either the A and B ends, number 1 or 2 end, or simply their front and back. Usually the designation of the cab is written somewhere in the cab. In the case of the Class 66, it's above the window on the right-hand side. In this case, you can see you're in the number 1 cab. All the junctions will be set for you in this module. You'll just be focusing on the locomotive. First, get the train moving forwards and drive over to the indicated stop marker and come to a stop in the platform somewhere.
Cursor. Get moving. How far do we have to go? 2 miles? Headlights. Set the headlights and marker lights today running. Is right here. Whoop. Day running. Off. Alright, here we go. Turn on DV. Tell me where it is. I'll turn it on. Oh, we can go 105 miles an hour? Am I only doing 56? Buzz this thing. Wow, look at us go. Hang on. Watch the first part, you know I was looking and looking and looking. And looking for the horn. Oh, we're moving along pretty good. We should probably slow down a little bit. Hang on. Horn. Now let's slow it down. Oh, I was supposed to stop there. I think. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm still coming up on it. 88 miles an hour, should probably throw some brakes on. Brakes. I don't know if I like this one. Alright, we're good. We're slowing down a little bit, but that's alright. No, we're still slowing down here. Well, the brakes are applied. Gotta release them. Whoops. What if these brakes can light on fire like a truck brake? There we go. Alright, come to a stop, buddy. I think I went way past where I was supposed to be.
Okay, let's change ends. The basic process is always the same. Shut down the cab you're in and set up a new cab.
Okay.
Each cab has slightly different requirements to shut it down and set it up, however. Start by setting the reverser back to neutral.
Whoops. Neutral. There we go.
Now remove the reverser.
Yeah, remove it. reverser handle. Okay, go.
Removing the reverser has automatically applied the brakes on the locomotive, so you don't need to worry about what happens when you change ends or what position to leave the train brake in.
Turn this off.
On this locomotive and on some others, you also need to make sure to put the locomotive brake in the release position when you're ready to switch cabs. If you don't, the controls in the other cab won't be able to release the brake. Before you move to the other cab, set the tail lights on and turn the headlights off. If you've used...
Leave the cab. Okay. How you do it? Apparently. Get out of here.
Head to the other cab. You'll need to leave the train and get back on board at the other end. While some trains allow you to walk from cab to cab internally, it's often hot and uncomfortable.
Climb up ladder. Close the door. Here we are. Insert the
Notice that this
reverser.
end shows that you're in cab number 2 with the writing above the right-hand window.
Yep.
Get the cab set up as per normal and then pull forward to the marker in the other siding and...
Forward. Alright, headlight. Get our V down to nothing. There it goes. Okay, seems good. Get moving. How far do we have? 764 meters. Not going to go very fast on this one because we don't have very far to go. Threading long lines. Skip the queue with an express card. Oh, hang on. There we go. Everyone knows we're leaving. Throttle down a little bit. Oh, halfway there already. .55 is good for now. Whoops. I think I was supposed to change tracks. Well, that's an issue. Hang on. I guess I can just go around the circle and try again, right? I have to change some tracks here. Or I could reverse. I could go back. Or we could just look at the scenery. Sit here. There we go. Or if I'd jump out of the train. Might not a good idea. Alright, well, we're going to go around the block and check this out here. Might as well speed up. See how far we are. Alright, looks like we're coming into a station or something. Well, that was a road. Probably should have blown my horn. Hang on. Oh, uh-oh. Here. See where it sends me. Oh shit, I'm gonna miss it again. Brake. Yep, missed it again. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna reverse. Gotta be a better way to do this. Maybe B. Nope, B doesn't do it. Alright, brakes are fully applied. Alright, let's release them. Let's turn this off and go back to the other end of the cab. Okay. Neutral. Pull the lever. Turn the taillights on. Turn the headlights off. Alright, we're good. Let's go back. Problem solver here. Problem solver. You miss your track, just turn around and go back. Because going around in a circle is kind of annoying, especially when you have to do it twice. No, I don't want to climb up the ladder, I just want to close the door. Here, door closed. Open. I just want to close the door. Nope. Oh, I'll leave the door open. Why not? I left the door open down here, too. Alright, let's try again. Reverse our handles. Set to forward. Release the brakes. Alright, so gotta go back a little bit and then switch tracks. Headlights. Headlights on. Taillights off. But where do we have to go here to switch tracks? How the hell do we get in there? I'm at a loss here. Here's my train. I want to go back. I want to switch tracks. But it doesn't look like I can switch tracks. Oh, it's up here. Right. Okay, gotcha. So we got to go back here where all this stuff ends. And then switch the track. Crap, I wonder if I have to switch all of these. That goes this way. And out onto this, which is where I want to. Alright, so it just looks like I have to switch this one right here. Okay. Well, let's get back there. Because there it is over there. Or if I could just walk over there. I don't want to go too fast here. Yep. Brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Make sure we didn't. Alright. So we just got to go forward a little bit till we see this little lever. And then go from there. So let's shut the train down again. Taillights. Neutral. Pull the lever. And back we go. Okay. Oh. Forward. Release the brakes. I'm not gonna bother with the lights. Probably should, but I'll blow the horn. I know I'm gonna start moving. Watching the needle drop. Brakes are released. Forward 4. Just to get us moving. Alright, where is it? Right there? I think that's it right there. Alright, stop. I'm pretty sure I just passed it. Yeah, I did. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Release the brakes again. I'm gonna go backwards. This is taking an awful long time. We're just going from one point to another point with reverse. Go. I could lean out the window. And so that's the one I have to switch. Just walk up there. Not mess this up again. Back switch left. Right, that should be good. Hopefully it's good. Better get in there first. Sit down in the seat. Put this back to forward. Give it a little bit of throttle. Oops, gotta release the brakes first. We should switch over. And we did. Okay. What did I do wrong? Did I switch the wrong one? I should have switched over tracks, but I didn't. Which makes no sense. I should have switched over tracks. Which lever? I gotta switch all these freaking levers. Well, here I go, going around the circle again. This is kind of annoying. Stop at location Metro North. How do I get to the track? Alright, I'm coming up on that, so I should probably the brakes so I don't go by it again. If I go by it again, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it again. I think that's the I think that's where I'm supposed to go right there. It was. Yeah, that was where I was supposed to go. Oh, I switched. Alright, here we go. I switched. I don't know if I switched to the right track, but I switched. I guess I had to be a little further back, maybe? So, where do I want to go? I want to go straight. Then I'll come out on this, right here. Okay, so I think I got it. At least I hope I got it. If I end up on one of these other tracks here, then I want to go to the left. That'll put me right where I want to be. Okay. I guess I had to be a little further back. I think I have to switch that one, too. Here. Let's try this. So here's my train. I want to switch from right to left, right? Which track left? Okay. All right, right. Nope. All right, yeah, there we go. I see what happened here. That. But I should be going the right way now. Guys that are familiar with this game are probably facepalming something fierce. Okay. Release the brakes. Go. Nice and slow here. Make sure we switch. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There we go. Alright, we can pick up a little bit of speed because I think I went the right way. Only 35, so let's make sure we're not speeding too much here. Why is the brakes on? E key. Oh, wants me to stop. I think I successfully did that. Aha, after 3 tries.
That concludes this module. If you wish to replay it, you can come back to it at any time via the training center.
I don't, actually. I probably should, but I don't. Alright. Coupling and uncoupling. That ought to be fun. But I'm going to call this one right here. Yeah, if you're familiar with the game, how often do you have to actually switch tracks and it's not done for you? Let me know that in the comments below. But that was a definite learning experience for me. A little bit annoying, but learning can be annoying at times. So if you want to help out the channel, hit the like, leave a comment, come along for the ride. Your expertise is always welcome. I'm Jay Sims. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.